The all-new Mercedes Benz C-Class is a brilliant showcase featuring equal parts luxury and technology, exactly what you want if in the market for a high-end luxury sedan. But for those wanting a bit of performance with their W206 C-Class, Mercedes AMG has created the 2023 Mercedes AMG C43. It's still the sub-C63 AMG variant, but quite like its more powerful range mate, the 2023 C43 has downsized its powerplant to a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. That brings it a lot closer to the Mercedes AMG C63 in terms of how much engine you get for your money, whereas before you missed out on 2 extra cylinders by opting for the more affordable C43 badge. In this new generation, all C-Class models feature a 4-cylinder engine. This is no afterthought AMG either. Mercedes has brought standard-fit rear-wheel steering, AMG Performance 4MATIC permanent all-wheel drive and AMG Ride Control adaptive dampers to the equation. It also uses electric turbocharging technology derived from its Mercedes AMG F1 team, designed to reduce turbo lag coming on and off throttle. Without getting too nerdy too early, the system keeps spinning the turbine when exhaust gases alone cannot. Ultimate specification for Australian-bound C43s isn't known just yet, though the cars on test in France featured AMG Performance seats, carbon fiber inlays and yellow stitching. It all makes the C43 interior feel lovely and sporty, while cabin fit and finish is put together very well. Likewise, all materials used inside the car are nice to the touch, exactly what you want from a premium car. Infotainment is handled by an 11.9-inch touchscreen which sits in portrait fashion upon the dash. It feels as though it's angled slightly towards the driver, which enhances at a glance visibility when you're driving along. The new MBUX software features some incredible technology and is refreshingly easy to use where some other systems overwhelm with features. Map screens display beautifully on the big wide screen, while most settings are easily called up using shortcuts or a quick few presses. I'm a huge fan of the augmented navigation, which shows you a live camera view of the road ahead, then overlays directional arrows to show which direction you're headed. It's a seamless system which genuinely helps to explain exactly which way you should go, really handy when you're in unfamiliar territory like Eastern France. It's when you twist the drive mode selector into Sport and Sport Plus that the C43 starts to come alive. Where the old C43 surfed lazily on huge reserves of torque, this new car feels noticeably more highly strung. Peak outputs are sizable at 300 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters, but they're both achieved high in the rev range, 6750 RPM for power and 5000 RPM for torque. It means that occasionally the C43 can feel a little sluggish at low revs, but wait for the engine speed to build and the feisty 2.0-liter turbo delivers rapid propulsion, and gear response and acceleration are especially impressive, and because the electric turbo keeps the turbine spinning even when you lift off the throttle like an anti-lag system, it never feels like you catch the engine off guard at full noise. There's ample reward for ringing it out. Given peak power doesn't arrive until the needle is almost at redline. It's a potent powertrain, and this is the 300 kilowatts tune. 4-piston front brakes bite down hard to arrest movement, but this only occurs once you move past an initial squidgy brake pedal. Our fuel use across the afternoon spent in the hills and on the freeways of Colmar, France returned a consumption of 15.7 L/100 km. This is a fair way from Mercedes' 9.1 L/100 km claim, though we'll reserve final judgment for when the car arrives in Australia. Overall, it's a quick and capable car to drive in a sports setting, while remaining composed and comfortable in a subdued environment. It mightn't be the most characterful and entertaining car to drive fast, but it leaves room for some of that classic AMG laryness for the forthcoming C63. What the C43 offers is a healthy blend of comfort, class, technology and dynamics for those C-Class buyers after that little bit more oomph from their W206. The sports sedan boasts a more aggressive sound thanks to a variable exhaust gas flap that tunes the audio level based on the selected drive mode, whereas the current trend is to tune exhaust systems with over-the-top burbles, pops and cackles. the C43's exhaust is restrained with a pleasant understated growl that never sounds obnoxious. Nevertheless, those seeking a bit more rock and roll for their ears should opt for the AMG Real Performance sound that amplifies the exhaust note and feeds it into the passenger cabin for a particularly emotive sound experience, according to the automaker. The standard C300 sedan, a handsome four-door with gorgeous lines and appealing proportions, is visually much sportier than its predecessor. Nevertheless, the team at AMG improved upon an already good thing with the C43. Its AMG-specific vertical grille, aggressive bumpers, distinctive rear diffuser, subtle decklid spoiler and quad round tailpipes considerably enhanced the exterior with a bold motif. Following the same trend, the interior is offered with AMG sports seats, some of the most comfortable we've ever experienced, paired with red seatbelts. In addition, there's a perforated Nappa leather flat-bottom steering wheel, AMG pedals, AMG floor mats and a full complement of premium upholstery upgrades. The contrasting colors and stitching are eye-catching.